Um, Inside Feed Punters Club, James Frayne, Ben Travers. Frayne, we were just saying beforehand that a lot of placings last week, but no,
Yeah.
no real success for me. I'm not sure. Hey, we probably should be a bit more accountable for our actions. Anything I
I'm
tip,
getting.
you've just got to back it each way.
I had a pretty ordinary day on the racing. Rubisaki just missing cost me my
Uh,
multi, and
that's right.
I'm getting chirped from across the globe. I had Mitchell Carpenter spraying me from France for my lack of winning in our little competition. But we went all right in the footy. Both the Brumbies won and the Reds covered their line.
They did.
Um,
They did.
and
We got those
I
right.
got on the I got on the Force Live at ridiculous odds to only get beaten 1-12, and they did by a miracle.
Oh, really? You are an honorary force member. What about State of Origin? Less said the
Oh,
better, but fuck me.
that's the first time I've ever gone to bed
Same.
before full time. I went to bed at about the hour mark. It was just shit to watch.
Yeah, just a horrible, horrible watch. I feel for the people in Townsville who came out in their thousands, and wow, less said the better. As I said, game two, a couple of weeks at Suncorp. I don't know what changes. What changes, Frano? Papali'i, Ponga, they'll come in. Joe Offengahi will never see an Origin jersey ever again, unless he's got some framed. I liked the Fakatoa, or however you
Yeah,
say
he
his
was
name, off
huge.
the bench. He
He
was
was huge.
outstanding. His brother, I think, plays tonight for the Reds. Yeah, so
I
I'm
think
not sure.
that left edge was pretty ordinary
Oh,
in defence. So I think they'll
Gagai's normally like
yeah.
Stephen off and in Origin, and he had a shocker. It was just a
Gagai
bad night.
maybe on the wing, and I don't know. Yeah,
Well,
a lot of
Val Holmes goes to the wing, Ponga goes to
yeah.
fullback, or Brimson, depending on Ponga's fitness. Is Reece Walsh a Queenslander? Because I'd be jetpacking him in, and I can't believe they didn't have Ben Hunt on the bench, regardless of
Yeah, yeah,
because they had Ponga and Grant, Munster and Grant, who were both under an injury cloud, and they could have had Ben Hunt. Not that Ben Hunt would have fucking changed much, but his quality. I like him in Origin, Ben Hunt, in that 14 jersey. But anyways, not good.
Carmichael Hunt plays one game for the Broncos and then gets selected for
Well,
Origin.
I
The
wasn't
greatest
thinking
comeback.
Carmichael, but do you know I reckon might come in? This probably won't happen, but I thought Will Chambers would come in the centres because we need some centres. Capewell is
Where
fucking too slow.
Yeah, we need a
Um,
defensive centre big time. That's a big call. That's a good call.
Yeah, I
Get
appreciate that.
Kate.
Probably like everything else, it'll be wrong. But him and Latrell have that. Latrell normally beats him, but they have that nice rivalry. I think Chambers will bring a bit of mongrel. I don't mind it.
Yeah,
Big
I
game
don't mind it
tonight
either.
for him. I think it's tonight, Cronulla and Penrith. So if he has a good game
Yeah,
tonight, maybe he gets on the phone to Paul Green, who's probably still in the fetal position, and puts forward his case. Righto, let's find some winners. Frame train, again, very little preparation in terms of our dialogue between one another. Are you having any bets? There's huge racing in Queensland. Stradbroke Handicap Day. I've found one at Sandown, Randwick and Morfordville. Are you punting in any of those jurisdictions?
Oh, there's one which I reckon go each way. There's only one at Sandown. I fucking hate Sandown. It's going to be a heavy
Yeah.
track. I just need to find what race it's in. How professional are we?
Yeah, no,
Race
really good.
seven, race
Yeah.
seven, Sandown. Visualizing last start, winner in a maiden. It was about $1.50 because it should have won its last two races. So it was better than a maiden class, and that's why it won last start. Goes to obviously a much higher grade, but I think it's worth an each way shot at $17 and $5.
$17. Oh, right.
Fuck Sandown though. What a shithole. Why are they racing there on a Saturday? Thought they
On
only raced there
Stradbroke
on
Day.
Saturday.
On
Yeah,
Stradbroke
but
Day.
I thought they only raced there on was it AFL Grand Final Day and Golden Slipper Day. But anyway,
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I don't know why they're there. Fuck them. I am going to the last at Sandown again. I just don't even like. Oh, I don't mind watching the races there, but it's not overly enjoyable. I'm going the favourite Express Pass at about $4.80 in the last. It's got 51 on the back. Barrier 4 should handle. Look, I think it's going to be a heavy track. It's never been on heavy. but one win and 1/3 from 2 goes on soft. So that's the best data we've got. So I'm going to go down in the weights. It's actually a pretty good race, but I'll go with Express Pass in the last. Randwick and Morfettville, are you playing?
Nothing at Morfettville. But
right, I'll quickly jump to that because this one is the absolute roughie of the day. Because I'm thinking if I get $2-3 shots beaten, I may as well get a 50 to 1 shot beaten. So I am going down race 8 Morfettville, number 14 Busker's Ballad at $51. Dominic Tourneur has a good association with this horse, and they've had a little trial in between its last run. It wasn't a terrible run. It also wasn't a very good run. But I am going race 8, number 14, Busker's Ballad at $51. There's some old stages in that race, and I don't think there's anything really jumping off the page. So I think it's a nice little each way, good big field, good tempo. Comes the way to ride it. This could be the greatest visionary of all time. The way to ride it, if Dominic's listening, is just play for a bit of luck. I don't think it's good enough, depending on track pattern, to sort of make a long run around him. It's got sort of a short sprint. So if he just trucks up in behind and plays through the rail and then gets some splits late, that's the way to ride it. It's form, this preparation doesn't read well because it's a stayer getting up to the right distance, but it's had 3 wins from 43 starts, so it deserves $51, and I'm going to have a bit on at 51s. Race 8, number 14, Busker's Ballad. Randwick, Fredo. Anything?
Mate, race 8. There's one that's come up at $9.50, and I just cannot understand why. Grand Piano. Have you I reckon it's a great bet at $9.50. Like it was awesome behind Profit last start up here at Eagle Farm, and then there were some other decent horses in that race.
Be honest, are you only tipping this so you could mention Profit because you tipped Profit exclusively at $6.50?
I obviously, well, I remember how close it went to winning that race, and I'm like, what the fuck's going
handles
on?
The wet too. It's wet in Sydney as well, and it handles the wet. So, race 8, number 3 for Frame Train, Grand Piano.
I'm keen. Is there something I've missed here? Is there like I just don't understand why. Anyway.
No, well, we'll find out on Saturday. Race 8, number 3, that'll be about 3:40 on Saturday. Beautiful, as in 3:40 p.m. I'm just having the one in Sydney. Race 6, number 2, Order again for Waller and Collett. Second up, good on rain-affected tracks. If it's heavy, it's had 3 wins from 6 starts on heavy. Don't think it's an overly strong race. Like Kerwin's Lane's the favourite, which old Kerwin's been in decent form, but don't mind race 6, number 2, Order again. Wet track, big tick. Frano, the guru of Eagle Farm, James Frone.
The title's fading quickly. The title's fading quickly.
Remember that time you backed C Raider?
2018 or 2017?
I think it was. No, you backed Profit a couple of weeks ago. $6.50 you tipped it, and it jumped at about $1.40. Brilliant. Eagle Farm, what have you found in Brisbane for the weekend? What races are you playing in?
First one I'm going to play in is race 2, then going to race 7.
Okay, what have you got in the second race to start?
Second race, I think this one's an interesting one. It's the last start for 2 runners, Mr. Seawolf and Kingswell Dream. And it's a distance race. Oh, it's a 1,600 meter race. Sorry, and there's a few Waller runners, and there's absolutely no speed in it. And I reckon what they're going to do is they'll send So You Win forward, give Mr. Seawolf a bunny to chase, and then it will like everything else will be giving away such a start. And I think Mr. Seawolf will win. There we go. Might be reading too much into it, but that's what I think will happen because it's been backed and. Mr. Seawolf hasn't won for a while.
You're right. There's no speed in that race at all.
Absolutely no speed. There's a stayer that's come over from England, which apparently has some big wraps on it, but it might be a bit too short and a bit too hard a surface for it. But apart from that, they're all back markers. And I just think I can see some good old-fashioned team riding from the Waller camp and setting it up for So You Win, for Mr. Seawolf.
Frayne calling the Sting, race 2, and going against Profit.
Yeah, going against Profit.
Profit's in that race. Yeah, barrier 1, it'll get buried away. Yeah, don't like that for Profit. But okay. Yeah, I thought Kings Will Dream might run a race there as well. Another one, as you said, is having its last run. All right, race 4 is my first at Eagle. Actually, race 3 we should mention. I'm pretty sure that's Ayrton's race. He'll probably get rolled again. I actually quite like in race 3 each way a horse called Without Thinking. It's been winning on a Friday night at the sunny coast, but winning fucking easily. Race 3, number 5, just against Ayrton. I think each way $2.30 to place might be the way to go. I think it's pretty good.
I reckon Ayrton at $1.80. Like, it's obviously a good horse. First time running the other way around. The Brisbane Sydney way of going. Gets James McDonald. Like, I know I had Jamie Carr, but fuck, I reckon if you liked $1.50, $1.60 a few weeks ago, like $1.80 is good, and it might even get out further.
I think it'll get out further. But the other thing is that Apache Chase that beat it is, $10 third or fourth favourite in the Stradbroke, and it may well come out and win a Stradbroke, and Ayrton's lost to it by a nose. So, look, yeah, interesting race 3. My best of the day, Frano, race 4, Brisbane, going back to one of my old favourites, race 4, number 5, Lord Belvedere. Just like this for a number of reasons. One, I got it at $8. It's now $6.50. But Jai McNeil's on 3,200 metres. Last time he rode in a 3,200 metre race, he was winning a Melbourne Cup. Last start in the straight, he got checked at about the 200, and I reckon he would have finished closer, and he would have beaten home Rondinella, maybe not Cariff, but definitely Rondinella, and he meets it better at the weights.
It's also been about 6 wide its last 2 starts. So
yeah, well, Mark, when I remortgaged the property and tipped it at the Gold Coast a couple of weeks back, Mark Zara was high-fiving people in the front row of the grandstand. He was that wide. It was just a horror show. And it had 60 kilos. This time, 55 and a half, 3,200 metres. I think Jai McNeil just gives it a sweet run. I'll back it each way, but there's no third dividend, I'm just realising. So, fuck that. I'll just back it the win. I already have had it at $8.
It's probably run 3,200 its last 2 starts anyway.
Yeah, you're right, because it's been so fucking wide. So the distance book should say 2 starts over 3,200, but it doesn't. So anyways, race 4, number 5, my best of the day, Lord Belvedere. Give him strength. Frame, race 5, Zaki. I'm sure that's not a betting proposition, but seriously, how is it $1.50? If they are running for second against him on Saturday, it's $1.50. Yeah. I still remember when you backed it in Sydney and it lost to Paths of Glory.
Yes, and then haven't been on it since. Because
Paths of Glory, who's beat it 2 starts ago, is paying $34. There you go.
The only query I think is the track. If it just doesn't like the hard surface, but fuck,
seemed to like the firm surface last week.
But it hasn't raced at Eagle Farm, has it?
Not at Eagle Farm.
No, that's what I mean. Like,
yeah,
it might. That's the only question mark. But otherwise, it should win by 10 lengths.
It'll start $1.35.
Yeah,
no chance it starts. Yeah. What you had one in race 7, didn't you? So did I. Yeah, this will be interesting.
I like Converge. I know it's the $3.40 favourite. I know it was the real flashing light run last start, but fuck, it gets a way better barrier. It's a good horse. It knows how to win. Tax the line up 1,600. I think it's a great bet. So I'm really keen on it.
Yeah, I'm with you. How good.
How good.
Mate, did you see it?
So it definitely can't win.
Yeah, so it won't win. Them and Zaki are the 2 lays of the day. Did you see it finish off last start? Fuck me.
Yeah.
Oh, and it was just out the back nowhere. Rocketing. From barrier 5, Tim Clark will have it either up the front or just in a posse off the speed. I'll back it, and I've just got to have a little saver on Port Louis because I've been with it every fucking start, and it'll come out and probably brain them. So I'll back Converge and Port Louis in that race, but major bet Converge. It was enormous last start. Enormous. Could be a very good horse. What else, Frame Train? Stradbroke, having a bet?
Stradbroke's a lottery. I'm going to do a wide first 4 and probably leave out Vega 1. So if you like Vega 1, get on because it's probably going to win now. Wide first 4 leading out
Vega 1 in Brisbane.
Vega 1's just shortened. It's into odds on now. What else? I'll do a wide first 4. If you had to put a gun to my head and say, what do you like? I'd probably say Emerald Kingdom.
Whoa.
Yeah, like as in the odds, playing each way, no weight. I think Apache Chase and Master Jamie will lead in the little box seat. And
that's a good call.
And it loves Eagle Farm, loves 1,400 meters. It's nowhere near as good as the other horses in the race, but if it can get the run of the race, I think it hopefully Master Jamie and the other Apache Chase fight each other a bit, and then and it's got the run of the race. But that's the only, I'm not confident at all.
No, neither. I'm much the same.
It's a lottery.
Gun to the head, I would, I forgot Master Jamie. I thought Apache Chase would lead Emerald Kingdom on the outside, but he might get a bit of cover from Master Jamie. Old Meadow from barrier 18 might go forward as well, I think. I'll be with Mr. Quickie, just with J-Mac barrier 1, because I reckon he'll get the suck run and just be looking for gaps if the leaders come back to him. But in a first 4 boxed, I could have Mr. Quickie, Tefane, Wild Planet, not Vega 1 because you've Vega 1, the Harrovian, Subpoenaed, Apache Chase, and probably Emerald Kingdom. And I suppose Amish Boy down in the weights was a good run behind Apache Chase and Ayrton as well. So it's just an absolute lottery.
I reckon I could have a 8-horse first 4, and I would not be surprised if not one of those 8 ran in the top 4. If I got duckheads for everyone, it's just that open.
I had a good win on the Stradbroke one year. I'm not sure if you remember when Linton won.
Yeah, the rail.
Oh, good. It was about 10 lengths off buffering at the 200 and just fucking exploded. So I'm thinking Mr. Quickie will do something like that from the inside. I reckon he'll just weave a passage Lake McDonald and get them on the line. 56.5 kilos. He's giving 6.5 to some. He's only giving 4.5 to Emerald Kingdom. I think he's well weighted in that regard. Anyway,
I know Senior Fox has got a bad barrier, but it ran really well last start in the Kingsford Smith. Got no weight like Vega 1, and Vega 1 $6. It's 31 and 850.
There we go. I think we've just about tipped every fucking horse. So that'll probably mean that Nicanova will win from Imaging and Saboteur Excel.
Just for the punters, I had Nicanova in a futures bet last year to win the Stradbroke at 50s.
You did.
And it fucking came 3rd, and I thought it was going to win. Actually thought it was going to win.
One of the saddest stories, actually. Last race of the day, I am going balls deep into Sweet Deal Frano. Race 9, number 6. I've been with this lovely girl many starts. Huge run last start. Now gets barrier 5, 1,300 suits. Good track, really suits. I can't believe it's $5. So I am getting heavily involved. Race 9, number 6, Sweet Deal. Probably should have made that my best of the day, but I thought I'd get some chocolates early with Lord Belvedere, but who fucking knows? Have you got anything in the last brain train?
No.
It's
going to be a tough day.
Yeah. It's a very tough day, but we'll find some winners, no doubt. We already have. NRL this weekend is fucking tough, Frame, because who knows who's playing. So I noticed the Panthers tonight are out to $1.54, which suggests that half their team aren't backing up.
They are. Half their team is out. Luai's out. Cleary's out.
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Not To'o, however you say it.
Bloody Danny Widler here.
I heard it was just before we came on. Anyway.
So there's no. I don't know. Is Tommy Trbojevic playing for that man?
No. Jerry Evans and the other Trbojevic are, but not Tom Trbojevic.
I still think Manly will beat the Cowboys without Tommy. Broncos, Carmichael Hunt back. I did have a bit of a campaign going to get him back in, so Kevy's finally listened.
How good? He'll play. He'll play 3.
Chambers and Hunt return, and we'll just get Justin Hodges and we'll be right. South Sydney will destroy Newcastle. Pretty confident of that. The Titans might be value against the Roosters, although the Titans, I don't know. They're fucking hot and cold. I thought some value might be in the Warriors against the Storm. The Storm will have a couple out. Surely Munster and Grant won't back up, will they? Given they were 50-50 starters for Origin. And Christian Welsh got knocked out.
I'm not too sure on who's actually playing for Melbourne.
So I reckon the Warriors with $14.5 start, $1.90 is a decent bet. And then Sunday afternoon, there's two games. There's one on Monday with Queen's birthday holiday. Dragons will destroy the Bulldogs, and the Eels should destroy the Tigers. I think we might have missed a game, but it's probably a shit one. No AFL. Marto, again, MIA this week. No doubt he'll be back on the podcast soon, so I've got no idea about AFL. The other thing, Super Rugby Frano, exclusively tipped here last week by your good self that the Brumbies would win at about $3 something. Well done. And the Reds did just, they had a 7.5 start and they lost by 7. God bless them. So good tipping from you. Actually, your Super Rugby form's been quite good. Some games tonight, the Reds and the Hurricanes. The Reds, couple of inclusions, couple of young stock, which I like. Probably not going to help them. I would have thought. $1.22, the Hurricanes. Actually thought the Hurricanes would be shorter, to be honest.
I reckon the 13.5. I think the Reds will cover that.
13.5 start.
I know they got no O'Connor, but Hurricanes... I don't know. The Hurricanes shouldn't have lost last week with missing those couple of conversions, but God bless them that they did because we were on the Brumbies. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like they don't have anything to play for. I don't think they can make the finals, the Hurricanes. Thorn will probably have revved up the Reds. I don't know. I just think 13.5, pretty generous.
All right, now that you've said that, I'll be backing that. The other one is Brumbies are $3.40 again against the Highlanders. Admittedly, I think you're right. The Hurricanes probably should have beaten them last week, but the Brumbies $3.40. Any play there?
Well, it's a hard place to win, Canberra, and I think the 3.40 is good going as well. I don't know if anyone majors missing or anything like that, but
no, we don't do that sort of research.
Well, you could almost do the same sort of bet again, multi the plus line for both, or if you're feeling ambitious, plus line for the Reds into the Brumbies.
Yeah, fuck it. I might just go the Reds straight out now that you've swayed me a little bit.
Reds and Brumbies again. That'll be a big.
Well, it's their last game
multi.
for ages. There's people playing for contracts in the Reds. They'll be keen.
100%.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna back the Reds. No, I'll take them with the line, 13.5, and then I might take the Brumbies with the line, $7.5, $1.90, $1.90. What does that get you? $3.80, something like that. Other than that, Rebels, Crusaders, I'll Marnus Labuschagne that because I'll let that one go because the Crusaders will destroy them, you'd think. Blues and the Force. I know you're the president of the Twiggy Forest fan club, but $12.50 the Force. Don't know if they've got anything against the Blues.
Well, if the Blues win with a bonus point, they lock up a home semi-final. So they'll be doing everything they can to annihilate the Force. So I think the minus 25.5 line is in jeopardy there. I think they'll annihilate them.
Actually, we didn't give you credit for your very aggressive tip the other day, a couple of weeks ago, when the Bulldogs played the Panthers. And I think you took the Bulldogs with a 40 start and they saluted.
No, it was a plus 36, and I think they only lost by 32 or 34.
Good on you, Trent Barrett. You're doing some good stuff. Last game on Saturday night is Chiefs-Waratahs. Chiefs $1.05, Waratahs $11. I'll be drunk and will not be watching it, and the Waratahs will lose. But good on them for a good season. They've had 1,000 injuries, and they haven't won a game. Righto, Frano, I reckon that's probably it. Best of the weekend. If you had to have one bet this weekend, racing or sport, that you just thought, fuck, this is just going to pay for a nice little bottle of red Saturday night, what are you thinking?
Converge or Grand Piano each way. They're my two.
We'll put them up on social media. Now that I've convinced myself, I think Lord Belvedere will win, but Sweet Deal in last at Eagle Farm will be the absolute bailout of the century. Can't believe it won't start $5. It'll be shorter. 1300 good track. Righto, that's probably it. There's probably one winner in all of that, but
Zaki at $1.50. That's all.
So in summary, back Zaki and don't back anything else. We'll be back next week. Marto will be joining us, and we look forward to your company then. Thanks, Fran.
Cheers, mate.